What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna test ride this beautiful 2025 Aprilia Tuareg 660.
A massive thank you to Megabike Starblin for making all this possible.
And let's start from the engine. It's a liquid-cooled parallel twin, 659cc to be precise, developing 80 horsepower and 70 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM. 19 inches tire at the front, 18 at the back. They are Pirelli, tubeless. 300mm discs at the front, Brembo brakes, both front and back. Kayaba suspensions, both fully adjustable and both with 240mm travel. It comes with 4 riding modes and the traction control can be adjusted the way you like. TFT display, and I think it's actually the same one that we found in the Stelvio, in the Moto Guzzi Stelvio last week. If you want to see the Stelvio's review, click on the link on top of the screen and enjoy. Cruise control, by the way, it comes with cruise control as standard. 18 liters fuel tank. It's an adventure bike, so as you can see from the tires, they are dual purpose, so they are designed for paved roads and off-roads. LED lights everywhere. I actually love the front light. Windscreen, unfortunately, it's not adjustable. I think that's all, so let's go for a spin, come on.
Alright guys, I've been riding this thing for 10 minutes only. It feels like it's been my bike for the last 3 years. It's unbelievable. The bike is so nimble, so easy to ride, so light, flickable. It's really a surprise, honestly, given the weight. I mean, I know it's not a heavy bike by any means, but you know, 204 or 200 kilograms. You know, it feels like it's 150, I don't know. By the way, I forgot to mention that the seat height is 860 millimeters. The seat is actually very comfortable. It's just so easy. The engine is very punchy, but the throttle response is very predictable. So it's really easy to get used to this bike in no time, really. Okay, let's try some acceleration. The beast is only waiting to be unleashed. My God, it's so nimble. Look here. Effortless. It's so well balanced. Wow, so torquey. There is really enough torque here. It goes uphill, no problem. Yeah, no problem whatsoever, guys. As I said, the engine is so torquey, so punchy. I have to say, it's really a surprise for me. I didn't expect the bike to be so flickable. It handles really well, despite, you know, the dual-purpose tires. And sure, it wasn't designed to push the limits on the road. Instead, to take you anywhere effortless, even off-road. Obviously, we won't be testing this bike's off-road skills today, or at least we'd never admit it to the dealership if we did. I'm just kidding. Alright, let's see what you've got, little Tuareg. Listen up, folks. This might not be a race bike, but those 8 horses, you feel every single one of them. And how effortlessly this thing filters through traffic, it's almost ridiculous. I ride an MT-09, and even though it's lighter than this, it's not as easy as this one to handle in traffic. The throttle response is just too twitchy compared to the Tuareg. By the way, if you're interested in the MT-09, find a few videos in my channel. I will link the one year quick review here at the top of the screen. Now, about the brakes. They work well, they are on the soft side, very easy to modulate. Do not expect those kind of super direct strong brakes where by touching them with one finger you're gonna stop the bike in 5 meters. You need to pull that lever. But they work pretty well, I'd say. About the transmission, Probably not the smoothest I've ever tried, but it works well. The quick shifter is not standard, but you can get it as an optional extra. About the windscreen, I think it does the job. To be honest, I can hear some wind noise, but it's not bothering me too much. So unless you spend 90% of your time on motorways, you should be fine. Of course, with limited time, there is a lot that I could not test, like all the electronics. I kept the bike in Explore mode, which I think is basically the road mode for Aprilia. There is also a fully customizable map, a urban mode, probably the equivalent of a rain mode, and an off-road mode. You'll find plenty of detailed reviews online, but here's what really matters. Does the bike feel right? Does it put a smile on your face every time you ride it? And as you have probably guessed, that's exactly what happened to me. So I think a motorcycle is so much more than just specs on paper. That's why you must ride them to really know. By the way, I'm 180 centimeters tall, or 5'11" if you prefer, and I can flat foot this bike no problem. Alright guys, we are back. If you're around Dublin, swing by Mega Bikes. They've got the Tuareg, plenty more you can test ride. Maybe you'll find the one you are looking for. If you're still watching, thank you, and consider subscribing to the channel for more adventures and reviews. Until next time guys, ride safe and have fun. Massive thank you again for watching, and bye.